Alright guys, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan kedua Team Vamos menentang Dfyg daripada China. Nama kita saksikan perlawanan di Land of Dawn.
Here we are, game number 2. Super Ken on
Game number 2.
Air 404 on the Lancelot. We know that these two junglers from both teams are really good at assassin, and we're going to see another showdown. Wolf and Naisu, your casters for game number 2. I have a great feeling about this. It's Hayabusa versus the Lancelot and
from
Obsidian.
someone. Aku rasa Venus
I was just going to ask you, man. The Obsidian coming through, I think I was kind of surprised
Mungkin
by that.
barangkali kita tengoklah next season macam mana persiapan dia orang.
Like, I remember when Obsidian came out, everyone was like, you know, is she going to be OP? Is she going to do all this that we usually
Oh,
see?
Chow menggunakan flicker untuk melarikan diri, akan tapi ditumbangkan oleh Lancelot. Akan tapi Zon juga ditumbangkan Roma untuk Roma.
Trading the roamers on both sides, so that's about as even as it gets, man. Both kills going to junglers, both roamers going down, right? But yeah, going back to my point, I feel like when Obsidia came out, a lot of people were wondering just how she would be utilized in that current meta. And I feel like teams, it took them a while to figure it out. Not that many teams, though, even globally, use the Obsidia too much. Like, it was very specific teams or players that
kita apa yang kita boleh buat, kita mendoakan yang terbaik untuk pasukan Vamos.
Like she was untouched, so I just feel like Obsidia as a whole is kind of like in this neutral ground. Like she can be good if she's able to scale up and get to the point where she needs to, or she does
decision making yang dibuat oleh Era mencuri resource jungle sekecil apa pun itu.
Really poorly, so that's something definitely you want to watch out for, how Nako plays this game here.
What I noticed is that in the past
Betul, sekarang ni dimulakan oleh Era
of the season, especially when Obsidia was introduced, it was the Granger Harith.
Tutup Haya tu. Siska.
It is. And
Pelaku ulti Fede Strike digunakan. Betul, mudah dapatkan oleh Era, cantik. Lapu-lapu menggunakan ulti, Zon hampir ditumbangkan. Last hit. Well, hampir ditumbangkan. Well ditumbangkan oleh Era. Nampaknya lebih selesa. Era menggunakan Lancelot kali ini.
Dfyg, but they trading that turtle, going in the hands of Team Vamos. So a kill plus an objective, and yes, as you were saying, Wolf.
Yeah, I think the reason why people are not, I mean, at least from our region in Southeast Asia, and particularly in the Philippines, why there hasn't been much Obsidia is because why would you
daripada
go for
Valentina
an
mengkopi ulti Parsa,
right? And at the same time, because there are so many good assassins in
pick off, pre-file digunakan. Nampaknya Hayabusa menggunakan ulti Zon. Hampir ditumbangkan. Oh, ditumbangkan juga, ada shadow lagi dalam badan, cantik. Akan tapi Hayabusa ditumbangkan oleh Esmeralda. Fede Strike, satu hit saja lagi ingin menumbangkan Chow yang digunakan oleh Z. Well, plating habis-habisan. Cari gol.
Oh. Wonder, like, for Team Vamos, what we do know is
3 balas 2 sekarang ini
they
score kill.
have this Lancelot, I mean the Guinevere with the Farsa, which is such a great combo. If they continue on pressuring
ultimate
Dfyg and just punishing Vel, for example,
Fede strike
for them.
pertama terkena ke arah minion.
If they still get this other turn, the shields, it will be massive, and I thought the Harith will be enough to defend. Okay, they will not push through. But that would have been a great way for them to kind of increase their gap, gold gap.
Nampak Zon? Oh, pick off. Cantik menjumpai Valentina. Second skill flicker yang baik daripada Zorn.
After that, again, this Guinevere we have seen so much lately in the past couple days here, Wolf. Well, now it's in the hands of Zorn as a roam instead of in the jungle. So
tendangan ke atas Klokun. Klokun menggunakan flicker, masih lagi hidup. Era mencari Super Ken. Pembacaan skill yang baik. Era, kenapa tak hit? Ya Allah. Falling Star Moon. Verified. Lompatan terkena, nampak gayanya Z menjadi tumbangkan. Pelapu masuk, cuba menumbangkan Zon. Zon masih lagi hidup. Falling Star Moon cantik. Siska berjaya menumbangkan Valentina. Hayabusa ultimate. Sebagainya Siska masih lagi hidup. Oh, Hayabusa tak ada shadow, Era. Baik. Mega kill untuk Siska. 7 balas 2.
Punishing Dfyg.
Great synergy coming out from Team Vamos. You see how they get in and out of the fight there. It seems like it looks like a rally actually, like a badminton or a ping pong rally or a tennis rally. We've seen from Team Vamos, they're just passing the ball around and it looks very, very good. For example, when Clockon tried to evade the jump coming out from Vel, this guy did not.
Ultimate kena kat atas Chow. Ada strike cantik lompatan mati terus.
Get more even as Zed is getting outplayed across the map. Clockon and Zorn are just so good at making the plays happen for Team Vamos.
Good plays there. Again, very aggressive and decisive. And you know what this allows Natko to do on the Subsidia that needs that time to go ahead and scale up? Well, just, you know, have the time of your life. Natko, go ahead and
Golin
farm up,
diberi
get that
pressure. Agaknya ni bakal jadi tahu yang mudah didapatkan oleh Vamos. Okay, dah gerak. Pergi turtle terus. Bawah tu kalau dapat biarkan boleh dapat ke atas sebenarnya guys. Orang kumpul terus dekat bahagian turtle kan. Tendangan Zon yang dicari. Zon nampaknya boleh tumbangkan oleh Valentina. Kan seeloknya tadi Bet tunggu kat turtle je tak. Kan tapi ada penukaran kill. Hampir menumbangkan Lung. Error. Error. Masih lagi hidup gila. Baik duk. Walaupun error dah tak ada first kill. Mid lane jadi dapatkan.
Man, Super Ken style on the Hayabusa right now.
Yeah.
Siska ni siapa pa? Siapa?
Little lot of recovery from Dfyg.
Siapa?
It's not gonna be enough.
Siska guys, siapa lagi?
The way that they are managing their abilities and their spells, you know.
Daripada team Untitled. Ni
Ni
dapat ni kan, pressure bahagian atas duduk. Lapu-lapu pun tunjuk diri kat bawah dengan Harit. Ni curi besar jungle boleh kat ni. Hero masuk, rasakan skill. Press bahagian atas. Clockun dengan Siska ni boleh cover mid sekejap. Mid pun dah clear. Clockun boleh pergi atas. Bawah tu boleh camp dulu. Atas dah dapat. Golik besar ni dipegang oleh Team Vamos untuk game yang kedua. 4,900. Blue buff, rembat.
A much tankier Cho in this game.
The tank Cho at this point, you know. And I feel like that
Berjaya mencuri purple buff
for Dfyg might be that late game if they can somehow get there. Whether that's going to be Super Ken scaling up, but I don't feel like Arrow 404 is given him much of a chance, you know. And Vel, I think he's going to do a better job at just choosing when to go in with the bravest fighter in a lot of these exchanges. And
ni bagi era main atas dulu pun okey ni untuk clear wave. Dia senang lari. Busuk-busuk pun buka map kan, buka map dia untuk dia je. Jangan Roma tak boleh munculkan diri guys. Okay.
And you know, we haven't even seen that full potential just yet from the Subsidia.
Okay, vision ada, era free. Sekarang ni memang confirm free guys, nak tolak bawah sikit-sikit kan.
I don't know if Dfyg is going to get there.
Bagi vision.
It's going to be up to how they funnel some of the resources onto Long because they really need to activate this Harith. Not only that, you have to give farm to Super Ken as well because he is that hero that can.
Oh, ultimate terkena. Z berjaya ditumbangkan cantik. Ultimate daripada Obsidian tadi dikombokan. Feather air strike.
He pops out a ton of damage and again you really can't get away once you're tethered to that Obsidia. She's going to be dragged with you. So Team Vamos just taking more up to this point. Lord's going to be coming up here in a couple seconds. So now with Team Vamos healthily ahead of Dfyg. Some big items being picked up here. They got complete control of this side of the jungle. Super Ken might not see his buff at all at this point. As Lord is quickly dealt with.
Dia ada kontes golit yang agak besar sebenarnya.
See what happens. I don't know if Dfyg even wants to get
Buff
close to
jadi
this.
secure dengan mudah.
It's taken, man. Everything right now is on Team Vamos.
Ultimate baru nak aku tidak terkena.
If they can, potentially even on this first push with the Lord. we know it's still difficult to end a game with a first Lord push, but it's possible. With this kind of lead, 7, almost 8,000 gold ahead.
Zon, try Zon. Lompat Zon. Lompat Zon.
Zed's gonna try to make a play, I think. He's charging.
Allah. Tendangan daripada Chow, Fede strike.
Goes in. He already has the immortality.
Flicker telah digunakan oleh Chow.
They get the flicker down from Zed, so that is out of the picture as they have to defend here. That Holy Shield's going to pop down a bot. Mid waves are going to be pushing in to take down this tier 2 turret in a second. Cocoon might drop this feathered airstrike once it's back online just to go ahead.
Ultimate lagi nampak gayanya. Chow ditumbangkan dengan mudah. Combo yang dilakukan. Hayabusa menggunakan ulti. Siska sangat-sangat kebal. Falling Stamun. Basis tower pecah. Bawah boleh dapat duk. Try press bawah. Serius boleh dapat. Ada strike zoning. Okay. Tower dapat. Okay, balik. Mid lane ni mini besar. Rasanya kecil dah ni. Dah normal balik. Besar lagi lah. Tak guys. Biasa. Coba, halo.
Like up to 60% HP, and Dfyg felt like, okay, there's no point on trying to punch this Guinevere, let's just get out. That would have been a good play for Dfyg, but Zorn had the luxury of checking the bushes, face checking the bushes even, because of how strong he is. This is immortality and a couple of casual items for the Guinevere. Silence rope for magic, you have the Dreadnought armor, and then straight into the immortality. Belt of Ares obviously giving him HP, so this is an interesting...
It's a
Ni bagus guys.
It's a Zorn build.
Memperlahankan minion supaya diorang keluar kan. Ada chances untuk dapatkan kill. Yang penting jangan mistik lah. Disiplin kat sini je lah. Sebab dia dah masuk fasa mid game guys untuk dapatkan lot kedua dalam masa 40 saat saja lagi.
Basically from there, he leaves the rest of the team's hands, and that's how you want to play the Guinevere in the roam. You're kind of just there to go set things up.
Ada rotasi lakukan ulti. Tak sampai. Okay, reset. Jangan paksa lagi duk. Sumpah jangan paksa. Pak Fede strike. Flicker pula daripada pasar. Berjaya menumbangkan Valentina. Lompatan kena ke atas lapu-lapu. Val menggunakan ulti. Tendangan. Oh, mengeluarkan dan menyelamatkan. Kan? Guna ulti. Okay, ingat tak sempat shadow balik. Nampak gayanya peluang cerah. Untuk Vamo mendapatkan mid turret. Load.
I'm not sure if they want to press for more with the Lord being up. Take the discipline round, go start this Lord for Team Vamos. 11,000
gold ni besar ni guys. Manfaatkan tu. Jangan mistake. Boleh end lagi ni.
The Valentina popping the Purify, double dashing, but the flicker and
bagus guys. Obsidia combo dengan hero pick off kan. Lock. Lepas tu hero pick off tu terus lompat je macam green kan. Padang ke. Hero high ground terus burst je. Siapa yang kena lock tu. Definition of pick off hero guys.
Output enough damage to even be a threat for Team Vamos. This is looking to be a one-sided affair.
Hidup Chow ni. Chow lagi terkena akan tapi nak seorang diri saja. Macam tu buru-buru nak ko. Member tak ready duk. Tak ada chemistry ke. Dah masuk duk. Ulti Obsidian berapa second guys Ada strike. Valentina ditumbangkan. Lapu-lapu masuk. Chow tendangan ke atas Farsa. Lapu menjadi tumbangkan oleh Era. Era juga menjadi tumbangkan oleh Hayabusa. Discuss seorang diri. Badan ada bahagian hadapan. Tiada yang layan dia.
Zed trying to buy some time with Jikando, but he's dealt with by Siska. He's going to have to heal back up. The Lord was cleared out, but the waves pushing in on
Falling Stamun tidak terkena. Lompatan pada Zon juga tidak terkena. Nampak gaya Chow bakal ditumbangkan. Immortality sempat dibeli. Tetapi mati juga Chow ni. Healing spray. Okay, boleh end. Harik dia berkicap mak. Damage dia. Hayabusa ulti dah dapatkan. Alhamdulillah. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, Vamos berjaya menyamakan kedudukan 1-1 guys Alhamdulillah. Kau jangan lupa untuk like, comment, share bagi pendapat korang pasal game kedua ni. Yang paling penting jangan lupa subscribe. We're gonna see you guys on the third matches. Alhamdulillah. Kita sama-sama doakan guys supaya mara ke peringkat seterusnya. Let's go.